are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta's not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Golem. Oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad, but I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta, people like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know, please. This is my ticket now, do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on
let's get
any
this
of
shit in
them.
the truck. I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm looking for Vince Black. Tell me whatever you know about him and we don't have to have a problem here.
He's not a threat to you. He just wants to know about Vince.
Whatever you're going to do, Vrasta, do it quick.
You wanna know about Vince? Sure, no problem. Vince and I work together. He used his agency contacts to get me merchandise. Keep Interpol off my back. But then Vince got greedy. And so I shot him in the face. Like this.
Checking, boss. By a blasting Yorkie like you! Someone get over here! Hold here! Let him realize he's back! the fuck now, Craig?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Oh, fuck! I can't believe you! What am I supposed to do now?
You didn't want to be stuck inside a truck with those men. Whatever promises they made, they were never gonna keep.
You don't know that.
It's an educated guess. Look, whether or not they would have come through for you, it doesn't change who they were and what they were into.
You stopped one delivery. That's not going to win whatever crusade you think you're on. There are a million other ways to move illegal merchandise out of this city. But there was only one way I knew of for people like me to get out of here. And here was it! I think you should leave. You obviously got what you wanted.
Mercy for the less fortunate.
I do not feel me. Why are you doing this? You had no enemies.
Here comes another one.
I need a hit.
Not much going on.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct.
What do you think you're doing?
Are you going to be a problem?
I know who is behind it.
Great.
Pamatujte, dámy a pánové, v baru platí zákaz ošahávání. A teď pořádně roztočíme. Dámy, zadrsejte nám. To zbožňuju, tak se mi to líbí. Tyhle dámičky jsou tak nažhavený. Za pár dní se přijďte podívat na Zoru, která vám se svým mechanickým hadem předvede takovou show, že budete zírat. Ale dneska víte a bavte se, lidičky. Ukažte, jak se umíte bavit.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Máme naturály. Jestli máte kredity, my máme zboží. Stačí si vybrat. Na noc v Rudý královně nikdy nezapomenete. Nádhera, lidičky. Ukažte, jak se umíte to pořádně roztočíme. Dámy, zaprasejte nám.
Can you imagine?
Jo. Díky všem, že jste dneska přišli do Rudý královny.
Ne.
Where are you going?
And elected a 12-year-old boy.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already.
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
What I think doesn't matter yet. What matters are your answers. Make them clear and honest. Otherwise, you'll make things miserable for yourself.
Miserable? That's like offering me a promotion. A woman I used to love is dead, and a jackass I've never seen is here to accuse me of it. You can't make my life any worse than it is.
Where were you?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
You could still show some respect for the dead.
You've misinterpreted something. Angie's not the one I mean to be disrespectful to. You are. How I react to my ex-wife murder in front of you, the man accusing me of it, and how I react later when I'm alone, are two different things.
So the moment I leave, you're gonna start grieving, is that it?
Maybe. It's between me and Angela.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Hey, asshole! You can't go in there! While Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attaches out in Seattle.
Scrambled to contain the outbreak. Even as
Why are you still here?
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you. Only to ask questions.
Apology accepted. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone.
irresponsible journalists in Canada. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the juggernaut. Vigilante hackers are exposing big money corruption. What these journalists
Tomorrow.
overlook, however,
If there is a tomorrow.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Need more beer.
Nemůžu se dočkat.
Disgusting!
Ať už to bylo cokoliv, je to dávno
Hands
pryč.
are bastard.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Mac's Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
ARC is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that ARC didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell Tower? That's just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
The DSD contained scans of the bomb's timing mechanism. It was a wristwatch, a local brand made by a man named Stanek. When I confronted him, he admitted his daughter might have made the bombs.
Great. So we have her in custody.
Stanek claimed he didn't know where she was. Look, I'm telling you, Ruzika's a dead end. It's part of the fake-out. The Alps are where we need to look.
This bell tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
I reached out to someone, a contact from my Seraph days. He's very good at unearthing the kinds of information people try to keep hidden. I told him what happened in Dubai, gave him access to the information I learned while investigating Ark. He did the rest.
Fuck, Jensen.
Do you trust this guy?
In this instance, yes.
Chicane, how are you for fuel?
Could use a top-up.
Do it. You do this quick and quiet. Recon only. You do not engage. Am I clear? Don't even set foot inside that facility if you see activity. Contact me the minute you have anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I'll loop McCready in. Get him and the analyst to work up a detailed mobilization plan, if there's anything there. I'm trusting you on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that.
You really think this intel your CI provided will bear fruit?
I'm sure of it.
I gotta admire your confidence, man. You know, despite your obvious aesthetic handicap, maybe you've got some value.
Thanks.
Ready to go?
I know you asked me to memorize that speech you gave when we first flew into Gollum together, but...
The one about us not being friends ever. But now you want to ask me about my leg, don't you?
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Oggs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be.
To each his own.
Come on, come on! just fucked up.
I see you.
I will try to find the video.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go,
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world...
People hold a hell of a grudge against hogs, ever since...
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Og or no Og.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an Og, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here. Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of glass near the body. Pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the Og riots, anti-Og riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Maybe Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Needle, huh? In which shoulder?
The right shoulder, why?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar. Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking into.
And how would I do that?
Smolinski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolinski found something that can shed light on this mess.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work...
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder?
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the...
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested...
Actually, there's something I need to check first.
Don't overthink it.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Better be getting hazard pay.
Biobaterie a jisté nástroje či další autorské příslušenství mohou být během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
hear Lazarus is late? He says the Illuminati.
Here. Your papers, Og.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847. I see. Thanks. You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Okay, bye.
City has gone to hell.
What a place. They will understand we're doing it on their behalf. Who else will take care of it?
Yes.
Tohle není vaše, občané. Nechte to být.
Access granted.